Welcome to another exciting episode of Before You Relocate. As always, Ali, and today we are going to be talking about how job opportunities work abroad. Most especially the experience I've been able to have when I traveled to the United Arab Emirates, UAE. It's similar in all those other Middle Eastern countries like Qatar, like Oman, Saudi, and some other Middle East countries. And there might be some differences in other countries, but the peculiarities of the Middle East is mainly because of one, there is a language barrier in the Middle East. Most of the Middle Eastern indigenes do not understand English language, and so there is this barrier of you not being able to have the opportunity to approach an employer directly and ask the employer to employ you. So how does job employment or the opportunity to get employed, how does it work when you get to the Middle East? Now, you basically have two opportunities. You have two options. The first is to get a working visa directly from Nigeria over there. So if you get a working visa, it simply means that you have already been employed by the employer, and there is a time frame for you to move from Nigeria to whatever country you are going to. Maybe it's Qatar, UAE, Oman, or any other country. So if you have an employment visa, a working visa, it simply means that once you get over there, you start working immediately. So you are secured. You don't have the fear of getting over there and starting to look for job up and down. And even though it's very, very secure, it's also very expensive, because most agents that work on employment visa, they charge their own fees, and they also charge the processing fees, maybe the time that they used to go and talk to the employers and all that, along with the visa itself. So it's usually expensive, over $1 million. While you have the second option, which is the visiting visa, or we call it the tourist visa. Now, if you come to the UAE or you go to Oman or Qatar with a tourist visa, they have a month, they have 2 weeks, they have 3 months visa. And so when you go with that kind of visa, when you get there, they expect you to come to their country as a tourist. You came there to spend money, you did not come there to look for work. But opportunities might occur or might happen that you get a job offer, and it usually happens from the side of agents over there. Nigerians like ourselves and other country members are also agents, and so they help to get jobs from employers, and then they offer you the job. And since you have a visiting visa, a tourist visa, what you have to do is, if the employer actually gives you the job, your tourist visa is going to be converted into an employment visa. So this is one of the ways that a lot of people used to get to the UAE or Oman or Egypt or most of those other countries, and then they get employed. So they go through a tourist visa, and eventually when they get there, they look for jobs, and once they are offered the job, they convert that tourist visa into a working visa, and they get employed. So these are the two options, are the two ways by which you can actually get access to employment when you travel abroad. The third one, which is also possible, is your student visa. If you go through student visa, you also have the opportunity to work for 20 hours per week or per month. So you have the opportunity, depending on the school, they give you the opportunity to work part-time while you are still schooling. But if you want to work full-time, 40 hours plus, then you have to go through either the visiting visa or the tourist visa or direct employment visa. So these are the ways by which you can get job when you travel abroad. So in the next video, we'll be talking about some of the challenges or some of the features of you living and surviving over there. And I'll be using my experience from UAE to explain some things to you and explain how it works over there. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.